Hello, my Scrappy friends. It is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for day 22 of our Christmas Advent calendar. So this was such a quick and easy layout to create. I was determined to kill this collection by the end of this series because I had such a small amount to go, and I managed to make 3 layouts using it. So this little one here, I fussy cut the banner off the top of the page because I didn't have the whole page. I just had that 2 inches where the banner was. And I just pulled a similar blue color that this the banner was originally attached to a blue. And I wanted to keep the blue so that the background around where I fussy cut the banner would kind of fade in, and it almost looked like the banner was always supposed to be there. That was kind of my purpose. Then I also fussy cut out all these little mini people. They're the only embellishments I have left in this collection. They were from a 2x2 sheet of paper, like a 12x12 sheet of paper with little 2x2 squares all over it. I used the other little squares in a different layout that was earlier this month, so hopefully you saw that one way back on day like 6 or something. And these were the last people I had left over, and I was planning in my head that they would work well with these photos, but I just wasn't 100% sure. Then Katie has these 4 beautiful photos of the boys, the 3 cousins. There are 4, but of course Addie's not here yet. So the 3 cousins trying to sit nicely for a photo. They tried. They mostly didn't succeed. There was a lot of tackling and cuddling and stacks on and all sorts of things, but the photos are still cute nonetheless. And so once I had all 4 of these photos on, they were originally 4x6 size, but I did trim them down just to make it so I could put a border on the photo and also have a little bit of that blue paper showing through around. This layout is done because I was like, what else do I do here? I can't really cover the photos up, and there's nowhere else to really put any embellishments, so I'm finished. I do pop on a little title. I was going to do something about cousins, but I decided, oh, what fun was just super cute, so I'm popping that on. And I really felt like it looked good, but I was a little bit underwhelmed, so I decided it needed something. So I go absolutely crazy with my Nuvo drops. We know that I'm obsessed with them at the moment, and I just took it to a whole new level. And the whole rest of this layout is me putting Nuvo drops onto this page, and I do a lot. I think I do something like 11 in all the different colours, and there's a lot of colours. So I don't know if you guys have Nuvo drops. I'm sure a lot of you do. I really like them. You've got the ability to go sort of a bigger circle. I always tend to go a fairly small circle, and I like to do like a little circular motion at the end of putting the drop on. It just helps to make sure there's no like flyaways and I don't damage the dot. It keeps the dot in a nice perfect circle, but I do find that they tend to like even themselves out, almost like self-flattening, but they don't flatten because they're puffy, which is really nice. I like it. I do need to get myself a nice bright green because I do not have a nice bright green, and I feel like during this Christmas season I am definitely missing a green, so I will add that to my list of things to get. But otherwise, I am pretty happy. I do complain about the red. I feel like the red is a little bit pink. It's a little bit magenta-y, but it's not too bad once you get it on. I will give them that. But yeah, so they do take a little while to dry. I highly recommend leaving 24 hours without putting something flat on them, because it's a little bit like those things that even though they feel dry, they're not quite dry. You know, like if you really push it, you will ruin it, or you'll squash it, or you'll get your fingerprint in it. So I definitely like to leave it as long as I can just to be doubly sure. And I've seen people use the Nuvo drops in different ways. I've seen them make like little love hearts with them, which is super cute. And I've also seen, I myself have used them for colouring in paper. I'll do a stamp and then I'll colour in. I stamped and then coloured in, but I found that the Nuvo was water-based, and so it made the ink of the stamp run. But I did also emboss, like stamp emboss. and then colour in with the Nuvo. And that looked really nice because it's a little bit like putting Dimensional Magic on top. It has that shiny sort of hard look to it. I've also used them for colouring in like thickers, especially chipboard. That works really well. And I'm sure I have seen, don't quote me on this, but I'm sure I've seen people do larger size Nuvos onto like baking paper or greaseproof paper or something, and then you can kind of peel them off to make like your own enamel dots. I have personally never done that, and I may have just completely made that up, but I think I have seen it. So this is the last colour I am using. Well done you for lasting through the Nuvo Drop marathon that it was. But this is the layout finish. And I think the drops really just added a little something special to the layout. It was cute. So we are now going to jump over to my close-up photos so you can have a better look at what is going on. Oh, I lied. Look, there I am going in with a little bit more. You know why? Because I like them in clusters of 3. And I got to the end of the blue and realised there was a couple that didn't have clusters of 3. So I pulled out a whole new colour because I'm crazy like that. But here we go with my close-up photos. I hope you liked this little process video. It was a really easy layout to create. And it got 4x6 photos on the page, which is pretty cool. That doesn't happen all that often for me. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again for one more process video.